Hey y'all, welcome to week 6. This is the second week that we've been working on your research paper. And last week you came up with a topic, you started doing your research, you started coming up with your works cited. And this week we're going to start writing in earnest. By the end of this week on Friday, you will have a rough draft due that will be ready to share with your group members and with me. And any kind of questions you have, of course, let me know. Now, the only other assignment is you'll notice we're finishing book 1 of The Circle. Many of you have read the entire book. Many of you have seen the movie. I'd like to encourage you to. You'll notice I've even put other books by Dave Eggers. If you enjoyed The Circle, you might. He's somebody to keep an eye on. He's one of the more influential writers today. And he came out, his most recent book was in January of 2018. So he's somebody to watch. You might want to. I'm having you finish book 1. As I said, you don't really need to. We're not going to do a forum on it. I'm not going to quiz you on it. But I'm hoping you'll finish it. You might as well get to a good stopping place. Now, the most important thing this week is going to be doing your draft of your research paper. This is not your final paper, but I hope it's not your first draft. I hope that you spend a lot of time this week working on it. That will make your life so much easier in the weeks ahead. I've given you some information here. I've given you how to write a research paper. I've also given you an example of one. This is not a model. I don't want you to follow it, but just to give you an idea of what I'm looking for. Now, you'll notice in the activities, this is nothing to be turned in on Moodle. It's all shared through Google Docs. Share it with me so that I can give you credit for it. And notice I'm giving you, just so that you'll know, bear in mind your final draft will be 5 to 7 pages double-spaced. Now, this is a rough draft. It doesn't need to be that long, but it will serve you well if you come as close as you possibly can to what the final draft is, because you're going to be getting feedback from your group members and from me. Notice I have given you an introduction. Please remember, this is an argumentative paper. This is a persuasive paper. Your thesis cannot just be descriptive. It needs to be an argument of what do you think? Is this a problem? What should be the solution? Make it strong. Make it strong. The body of your paper will support your thesis, and then a conclusion. What are the implications? I put again the sharing the documents. I want to go back to look at the example I gave you. As I said, an example, a sample, not a model. This is something where somebody is talking about detox for smartphones. Isn't that interesting? I think a lot of you are talking about addictions in terms of social media, so this might be it. Notice, I just want to go through really quickly. You'll notice this introduction, you do not have to have a quotation for sure in the introduction, but this person is very clearly defining what addiction is and then has a thesis. These negative effects are why I believe people should consider having a regularly scheduled smartphone detox. What this person is saying, she's saying that people should, 1 day a week, 1 day a month, do away with your phones. Notice she goes immediately into a context, explains what's happening, and then uses her sources for support. I'm going through quickly. You will read it carefully, I hope, just to get an idea, if you want to have an idea. Physical symptoms of detox, of the need for detox, of addiction: eye strain, neck strain, loss of sleep. Interesting paper. I do not remember what grade it got. And then a works cited page. You notice it's double-spaced too. Please remember to include a works cited page with your rough draft. It doesn't have to be complete. It doesn't even need to be correct, but it will give me and your group members a chance to see how you're supporting your argument. Notice the hanging indents. I've posted links on how to do that. The URLs, everything is fine. Don't know what else I need to say except please take this week seriously. Do as much work as you can. You'll thank yourself for it next week and the next week. We're getting toward the end of the term. So let me know if I can help.